Mr. Lionel Messi winning his 8th Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the popularity contest?
If that's what you want to call it, my friends.
Piss off.
It is.
Piss off.
Popularity contest, dude. Come
It
on.
is.
Did he not deserve to win that? And who should have beaten him, Nate?
What metric would you like to use?
Just give me a player that should have beaten him.
Erling Haaland.
Is there any other players that
Or
should have
what?
beaten him?
Mbappe.
For what?
Yeah, Mbappe, I do not
Erling-
agree with.
Erling Haaland for winning everything and being the highest goal scorer in the Champions League and also the Premier League on the way to winning the treble, which I believe is pretty hard to do last time I checked it. How many teams have done that?
2?
Less than 10.
Okay. So not very many.
Only 2.
Not very many.
You are never going to change the world.
That
of
Bayern,
hold on.
Man United, and Man City.
Well, in the
Hold on,
Premiership,
hold on.
sorry.
I could
Sorry.
swear the Premier League goes in the Champions League. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong. The whole year, not just 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right?
Correct.
The whole year. And I believe this is for play throughout the year, not just one tournament. And if you're going to go to one tournament, well, I'm going to go to my Mbappe argument. A player who scored more goals than Messi. By the way, 4 Messi goals were actually from PKs, not Mbappe's. And goals and assists tied him. By the way, 2 players have had a hat trick in a World Cup final. You want to know which one of them Messi isn't? Mbappe. And
So
ain't the other one.
who should have won it? Erling Haaland or Mbappe? Pick one.
I
Who
would
won?
say I would go with Erling Haaland, but if you're going to use the World Cup debate on me, then I'm going to go Mbappe had a better tournament than
Okay.
him. So it's a popularity contest.
Okay, you've had your
Yep.
say. Well done. Danny, do you want to go?
Oh, and before you go,
hold on, Danny.
One more thing.
We're not done yet.
I'll hold.
You want to argue this. You want to tell me he's better.
Please
You
hold, please.
cannot use the words, because he's the GOAT or the greatest ever.
But he
Because
is,
last
right?
time I checked, yeah, he's one of the greatest players there is.
Yeah.
And this isn't an award for one of the greatest players there is. This is an award for the best player in 12 months.
Yes.
So you can still be one of the greatest players ever, and that year maybe not be the best.
Okay. Yep, understood. Okay.
Okay.
Danny, the floor is yours, my friend.
He deserved it. And he deserved it for the reason.
Well, no,
I
you
haven't
had
even finished my comment yet.
you
What
you
are you
had
getting
your
all
say.
sulky for?
Oh,
Just because I disagree with you?
Hi. Give me a factual fucking reason.
you haven't let him get
Use
there.
a number or a statistic. He deserved it. Yeah, none of those other pieces of
Nate,
shits deserved it.
Nate, you had your say.
Go
Danny,
ahead. Go ahead. I just made a look. You could have kept talking.
Danny.
He deserved it. Holland, sorry, you didn't deserve it. Why? Well,
So we
Can you
should.
I mean, any chance that I can just finish the fucking comment, maybe?
you could have kept talking. I don't know why you looked at me and said anything. That's on you.
All right, no more looking at Nate, everybody.
My God, what is it? PMS? Is it menstrual period for them?
That seems to happen every week for him. though.
right.
It's not just once a
Is it-
month.
Messi won a World Cup, right?
Yep.
And he's coming towards the end of his career, right? And he's done all these wonderfully amazing things over that career. And the one trophy that's eluded him throughout that career, and we all thought it was never going to come, right? Just in the same way that we didn't think it was going to come for Ronaldo. He's gone and won it. Whether he won it through subpar performances or actually, I thought in the final he was absolutely terrific. So I don't know what you're talking about.
He wasn't the player of the final of the match, though.
Really give a shit, mate. He was absolutely fantastic.
never
That's
said
a
he was-
popularity opinion right there.
No, it's not. According to the ratings and according
The
to
ratings?
he scored. Mbappe
You know what you
had a
can't-
hat trick.
Do you
that
know what you
game.
can't do with ratings? Because when someone makes a run and opens space for other players, does that count for anything?
Does a hat trick count for anything in the final? Go ahead.
Messi scored as well.
I mean, so by that metric as well, player performances and all that sort of stuff, then Emi Martinez should have won, got the man of the match because he, stopped Mbappe scoring the fourth, right, to tie the game. So
I actually think he was the man of the match because if he doesn't stop Mbappe, there is no penalty kicks and the game's over.
So did you just contradict yourself then? Because you just said Mbappe was the man of the match. Now it's fucking Emi Martinez.
I said Mbappe was a better
okay.
player than Messi. And
Let's look at this. Messi deserved that World Cup.
He won that World Cup. He carried a young team.
Yeah, he did. He
Yep.
deserved it.
Carried that
He
team.
carried that team. Give it to him. Let him go out into the sun.
He also, by the way, scored a lot of goals for
So,
PSG. We should probably bring this up.
So
How many-
because he-
had a
Not
lot of
more than
assists.
Mbappe.
Who kept giving the ball to Mbappe?
So because
Oh,
he
right,
was
the
never
assists.
super successful in his past World Cups, and this was maybe his last one, he deserved it.
No, you
Like,
gotta,
are we playing the sorry game for him?
I don't think that Erling Haaland, who got on the end of every single ball that Kevin De Bruyne put into the box, deserved more. I think you could break it down with how many dribbles you did, advanced your team into the box, how many assists did you have, and how many goals did you have, what did your team win. All that comes into play, the entire variety of statistics. I tell you what, Erling Haaland wins on one of them, goals. The guy is a goal machine. Do I want him touching the ball in the middle two-third, my defensive third or middle third? No, I don't want him anywhere near the ball. Do I want Messi on the ball there? Yeah. Who am I giving the ball to in the middle of the
Well, they
field
both
when
play
I've got
different
1 minute
positions,
left and I'm
so-
down a goal? Messi.
They both
Messi.
play different positions, so
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
you usually want your forward
What's harder-
highest
You gotta-
point.
you gotta-
Right.
What's
gotta-
harder to do? What's harder to do? Carry a team on your back through a tournament from a deep line position, or stick your head in the box or your foot in the box and get on the end of Kevin De Bruyne?
For 12 months?
in all competitions.
Okay, I'll just throw this argument out there. What's harder to win, Brooks, a World Cup or a Premier League title?
What's hard to win, a treble or a World Cup?
World Cup
World Cup.
Okay. We'll
comes
give
around
to-
every
give-
4 years.
Give to Alvarez, who won all of
I
them.
mean, it's easy to win a Premier League title when
Pat on
you
the back.
have teams buying all the players. Like when you're Leicester City and you won the Premier League, then yeah, that's much harder.
They won the
So
Premier League.
I'm going to repeat
That's
what
what I'm
you
saying,
guys just said. I said a bunch of facts, figures, numbers, and you guys said, well, Messi's a good old chap, and it's probably at the end of his career. We'll just give him one. So it's a charity case.
It was a pity.
It's
It was
fun when we
pity.
prove points, and Nate doesn't agree
No,
with
you didn't,
it.
because you didn't use actual once. We didn't use one number, one logic, nothing. All you said was he came to the end of his career.
Why do you have to
and he
give-
finally won a
He
World
won
Cup.
a World
He
Cup
finally
and scored
did it.
7
He
goals
didn't
in the
win
World Cup.
it. His team did. He was a part of
So
that team.
Erling Haaland's
Martinez-
team won the treble.
He also was the highest goal scoring player in the Champions League,
You
in
just-
the Premier League.
Yeah,
You just contradicted yourself. You gave all these bullshit facts and metrics for Mbappe winning it, and you just agreed with him and I saying that Emi Martinez should have won that, should have won the man of the match because of that save against Mbappe. That wasn't a statistic. It was just a fucking great play.
I think saves are statistics when you look them up.
Oh,
Yes.
kiss my ass, you
I mean-
absolute argumentative prick.
I think, yes, when you look it up,
Well,
their save
Listen, how many
percentage.
Ballon
And by
d'Ors
the
does
way,
Messi have? Like
8.
8?
8. Excuse me.
Did he
how
really
many?
need number 8? Like that's
That's not even the argument either.
just saying though. Like it's
Need
just
is not-
it was a pity. He won the World Cup and all of
He
us
did not
assume
win through pity.
Yes, he did. He won. It was.
Won
It's like,
through
oh, we have to
pity.
give it to him because he won the World Cup, and that was the one elusive thing that he hasn't won yet.
Just like the year they remade a trophy to give it to Lewandowski instead of giving him the fucking blue.
Correct.
d'Or.
Lewandowski should have won that year. He got screwed.
Boom.
Did he though? So because we have 2 guys in this room who think he should have won, he should have won. He didn't win.
How many records did he set at Bayern Munich, and he did in a whole
There was
year?
like
Did they win the treble that year
130
too?
people
They
who
won.
vote on
They
this,
won
right?
everything
The
that year.
quadruple.
They won everything that year,
Yeah.
and he set a new goal scoring record that it was 50 years standing.
Correct.
But he didn't get it that year.
That's absurd.
Rob,
I mean, if this is going off statistics and everything, then he got robbed, and so did Erling Haaland.
Again, the entire game of soccer cannot be based on statistics.
no,
I'm
but it can
sorry.
be based on a popularity voting contest.
I'm sorry.
That's what that
It
is.
is a player who can change the game, a player who affects the game and can do things.
Does Erling
inside
Haaland
of
and
the game.
Lewandowski not do that?
I guess
They
Mbappe.
absolutely
I guess,
do, but guess
I
who
guess
did it
Mbappe-
more?
I guess
Messi.
Mbappe.
How do you decipher more?
Brooks, if I make 100 runs on the soccer field and don't get the ball once, but my teammates find space because of my runs, I mean, there's no statistic for that.
Does Erling Haaland not make runs in behind to pull defenders off too for his other teammates to score?
But not as well as Messi.
They play different positions.
Oh my God. We're
I
not
guess-
going with the different positions
Yes,
thing.
Mbappe putting France on his back and scoring a hat trick in a final, of which only him and one other player have ever done in the history of
Yes.
ever.
But he still didn't win because you know what?
Oh, I'm
More
sorry.
people
That's right.
voted.
He couldn't take all the penalty kicks and actually win the match for his team.
I mean, all I know is there's
Neither
key
could
runs.
Messi, by the way.
They have stats for key runs in behind, but they don't have that stuff in the midfield for all that, at least for statistics.
Not yet. No, they don't. And guess where Messi plays? In the midfield. The guy opens up space for his team.
So does
Mbappe's
any
out
other
left.
midfielder that's superb.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to deal with that.
I don't know how to answer that other than say.
Oh, I'm
Does
sorry. was that-
Lewandowski not do the same thing as Haaland does, but just unfortunately last year didn't put up as much numbers as Haaland did?
I'm going to end this debate right now.
No.
I'm going to end this debate right now.
Wait,
There
you're
were-
right. He won the forget. Messi won the illustrious
There was a,
international break cup through the MLS. Forgot about that.
there's a section. There's a section of professional footballers, right? It's called GOAT, GOAT. It's reserved for 2 people. It stands alone, Ronaldo and Messi, right? Everybody else is world class or below. Messi won that World Cup because he's the greatest player of all time. End of discussion.
So you have no reasoning. Cool.
Yes,
That's
greatest
your
player
opinion,
of all time.
All right.
That's your opinion.
And that's his opinion.
Yes.
And that's your opinion.
Yes.
And that's my point.
Yes.
This is a popularity contest.
You didn't
As
give
two
any.
here,
You didn't
as
give any
I gave
facts.
I gave
Did.
solid facts. I gave goal scoring statistics and facts on players in the key tournament that you guys are pointing to.
Hey,
Messi
Danny?
scored 5 goals in it, didn't he?
7 in the tournament.
Yeah.
7.
So how many did
4 for a
Mbappe score?
PK. 10 more than him. Thank you.
Danny,
More goals
you
and
better
assists.
hope that neither of these guys becomes a sporting director for your Man United club,
Right.
because they
Why?
wouldn't
'Cause
be able
they
to
get Mbappe?
spot. They wouldn't be able to spot a player.
So because
a mile
Mbappe
away.
scored 3
I'm
more
not
goals
saying-
than Messi at World Cup, he deserves the Ballon d'Or,
And-
even though he got beat in the final.
Because I'm going to.
So that's your problem with everything.
No,
Then
I'm
it's
gonna
a
say-
typical American mentality that you
Okay.
get something just for participating. Messi won a World Cup because he scored 7 goals and he won the damn tournament.
I'm sorry. I guess fucking Argentina's just Messi. Nobody else is on that team, is there? Oh, hey, hat trick in a final. Only 2 other people have ever done it in this world. It's cool. That doesn't mean anything.
I think Julian Alvarez and Martinez helped him win that.
Nope, they don't count. It was just Messi.
Oh, they don't?
No,
Okay.
yeah, that was Messi making the
So I'll
fucking
never-
save, wasn't it? That was
Julian
Messi
Alvarez
that made
was on
3
the bench
penalty
for a
kick
bit.
saves, wasn't it?
So your
Messi
next-
jumped in net
Yeah.
and put on gloves and saved 3 penalty kicks. So before you equate me to some American doesn't know crap, pull your head out of your ass, stop sucking Messi's cock, and pay attention for half a second.
Don't we have a beeper that we need to when he starts talking?
Ah, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
come
but,
on,
like,
Brooks.
I let him go,
You're
though.
not on top of this.
Oh my God.
Well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna hand Messi his 8th Ballon d'Or, and Brooks and Nate are gonna disagree with it, while Danny and I say deserved, well done, the GOAT.